Rock solid.
3-2, Dylan.
Yep.
All right, I've got you now. I've got you.
Hey guys, it's Tennis with Dylan and this is Joshua Paris. Josh is currently an ATP tennis professional on the doubles tour and he's top 300 in the world, which is a great achievement so far. So, and a great thing to mention is that Josh and I used to play as young kids. What age did we start playing roughly?
You know what, it must have been when we were really young. I mean, definitely like sort of 8 to 10 to under 12s. I mean, you know, back in the day we used to have some good stuff.
How's it been going so far this year?
Good, yeah, it's been going well. So I just started playing doubles this year, pretty much from January, and I just wanted to really give it a go. I think my game is kind of suited to doubles, and I've been enjoying it. Yeah, I'm looking to really climb up the rankings as quick as I can.
Any goals for this year ahead then, in terms of your doubles, since you've only just started for this year, which is
I think generally, I mean, I want to try and break into the top 150 ideally by the end of the year would be good. Again, it's kind of, they're rough goals, like I just kind of started, so I'm going to just do my best, try and improve. The biggest thing for me is improving my level, because I know I can reach that level eventually. I just got to just keep plugging away every day.
Can you give me 3 doubles tips to help someone improve their tennis?
For sure. So I would say number 1 for me is the serve. I think if you serve well, you always sort of give yourself a chance to win. It's not easy to break in doubles. You're both on the court. It's not easy to pass. So I would say if you have a good serve generally, then you're giving yourself a good chance to win. Yeah.
Is there certain spots in the court that you like to hit, or is there certain patterns that you like to follow?
For sure. So in my opinion, I think mixing the serve is very important so that you don't give your opponent a chance to read where you're going. I'm sure people know in doubles you go a lot more to the body just to give them less of a target to hit. So if you hit in their slot, sometimes it gives them a bit more of a chance to hit. If you're good at hitting your spots, I would hit your spots, but also vary with the body so it gives them less of a kind of target shot to hit.
Great. And could I just touch upon the points of maybe your first serve and second serve? Can you just talk a little bit about like the different types of serves that you may hit or that you want to do?
My first serve, I'm looking to either try and set up my partner to win the point, or I'm trying to win the point with my first serve because I trust my first serve. So I'll try and hit the spot. If I'm going serve tee, I'm going to hit that tee, and if I hit it well, I think we could win the point. You know.
Brilliant.
Second serve is a bit more about me setting up my partner. So I'll use the body serve a lot just to give them a bit of the opponent a bit of a tougher return. And that should be able to set up my partner if we move well together to win the point.
Very valuable. Thank you.
For the second tip, guys, I'd say positioning is really important with doubles. So doubles can be pretty simple, to be honest. It's all about where you're going to go, your tactics and everything. And if you're able to move in the right place, be in the right place at the right time, I'd say that's really important. So making sure whether it's you at the net, where your partner's moving, if you're able to know each other where you're sort of going, I'd say that's a really big tip. Yeah.
What about when you're at the net? Like, where do you want to be standing roughly to start, and where do you want to finish ideally?
So basically, if I was the service partner, we call it, I would always start pretty much in the middle of the box. I'd have my outside foot in the middle of the box, just so I'm covering both sides. That's really important because it also gives your opponent a difficult channel to hit through on the return.
I see.
So that's really important.
So also you're still defending the middle as well.
Still defending the middle and covering the line to a certain extent.
Great.
Yeah.
And then when you're more offensive, are you standing closer to the net? What do you
Yeah, so actually a big tip I would say, and we'll do this sort of later when we're hitting, but a big tip I would say is basically when you're at the net, you want to always move with the ball. So let's say my partner serves down the tee. I'm going to move slightly towards the tee as he serves to cover more of the angle.
Oh, that's a great tip. Good. And defending, would you ever move back? Or, I mean, depending on obviously if you get lobbed, but do you move back to roughly the service line ever?
I'll never move back to the service line at the net because I want to still feel in control of the point. But you'll always sort of adjust. So if I'm having to defend, I may cover the line a little bit more and move back slightly, but I'm always looking to be dominant at the net as much as I can. So even if I'm defending, the next one I'm trying to reverse the defend, if that makes sense.
No, very good, thank you.
So the third tip, guys, I would say is volleys. I mean, if you're able to be good at the net, whether it's the first volley, whether it's reaction volleys, finishing volleys, I think if you're able to have that as one of your strengths, that will really help you win matches for sure.
Nice,
Yeah.
very, very good. And when you're volleying, is there certain spots in the court that you prefer to aim for on your first volley?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I would say if you're serving, we have specific patterns where we go. So we usually try and open the court a little bit, deep and open, and then the second one ideally would go middle. So we always have these kind of patterns that we're sticking to. And then at the end of the day, it's can you practice it and can you execute it?
We then warmed up and took a few volleys, and as you can see, Josh is working on the third ball, which is the volley put away.
So guys, just a quick point, we were just chatting about it now. Basically, when you're on, I would say on the down the line volley, we call it in the wall. Basically, as soon as we're hitting now, as soon as Dylan goes a little bit high to my forehand, I basically go cross court and I go angle cross, because first of all, it's an easy volley, and also I can isolate the returner's partner and I can just get it past him.
When speaking to Josh, this is one of his go-to drills that he will start with in a session. As you can see, if I'm keeping the ball a little bit lower, Josh is just keeping it steady and deep. But then when the ball pops up a little bit higher, Josh is able to put the ball away. Something to look out for is the intensity with Josh's footwork. As you can see, he has a low wide base, he's split stepping and trying to move forwards to close down the net when volleying. In this exercise, we're working on the first ball being a cross-court deep volley, trying to push me back or create a little bit of angle before executing down the middle or angle if it presents. Halfway through the session, we were working on some video analysis, and as you can see, we were watching through some videos of Josh when volleying, and his attention to detail was spot on. We then focused on the cross-court volley deep, focusing on that first ball pushing me back and then delivering with a short angle or going middle if the opportunity were to arise. Here's a great pickup volley from Josh. As you can see, he made it look quite easy before putting away with a nice backhand.
So Josh has got an amazing idea for a game, and can you explain it for us?
Sure. So this is called attack defend. So it's something doubles players will practice most sessions, to be honest. And what we'll do today with Dylan is I'm going to be at the net, I'm going to be the defender. Dylan's going to be attacking, and I'm going to feed him a pretty easy ball from the net. He's going to attack at me pretty much as hard as he can, there's no limits, and I've got to try and neutralize the shot, and then we're just going to play the point half court. Hopefully I can win.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Oh, let's
the only way he's going to beat me. One love you.
Come on.
Come on.
Good hands. Good hands.
2-1.
Gotcha.
All right, big comeback here.
Oh, wow. Rock solid.
3-2, Dylan.
Yep.
All right, I've got you now. I've
Come
got
on.
you.
Big forward coming up.
3-0.
Oh, my days. How did you do that?
That's the doubles practice. 4-3.
Right, I need a bigger forehand. Let's go.
4-all.
Sudden death or too clear?
Let's go sudden death. Always sudden death.
All right, let's do it.
Here we go. 4-all. Come on. We found a way. We found a.
Well done.
Thanks, man. Good play.
That was good fun.
So guys, what we're going to do here is I'm working as a server's partner position. So Dylan's going to feed me from different return positions, and I'm basically going to finish the volley or do the best job I can to finish the volley. Now my starting position is left foot in the middle of the box, and then from here I'm going to get down and I'm going to move where the serve goes. So if my partner goes tee, I'm going to move to the tee. If my partner serves wide, I'm going to move slightly to the wide and cover it. Okay? Here we go. So a quick point there is that I'm basically trying to go where Dylan isn't, and I try and hit the easiest possible volley. So if I get a volley up here, I can just go wide because it's pretty easy. If Dylan's on the tee, I can just go open space. I'm always looking for the open space. All right, body. Last one wasn't as good, but that's the kind of idea. Then we'll go on the wide. I'm going to stay low, move to the wide. There we go. There we go. So those three, I'd be pretty happy with those in a match.
We then did the same specific volley exercise on the juice side. As you can see, we focused on starting from the center, working our way to the doubles tramlines. This is a great volley exercise, being able to specifically work on the opponent's return of serve. And as you can see, Josh is pouncing all over those volleys. Here's a tough volley into the body, and Josh made it look quite easy. As you can see, if the ball goes a little bit further outside of his wingspan, he's able to capitalize as well too. We then focused on the serves, and as you can see, Josh has a very fast big serve. He's very accurate with it too. As you can see, we're going to be playing some points soon with the serves and volleys going cross court. Starting off the points with a slice wide. As you can see, Josh opened the court with a volley execution down the middle. In the next point, Josh went down the tee. As you can see, my return wasn't that good, creating a little bit of angle for Josh to execute cross court. This was the first point on the ad side. As you can see, Josh went a big ace wide. Another great serve down the tee, and this followed up with a weak return, followed by a nice executed volley cross court with Josh. And this is the last point played, where Josh went into the body and a lovely little slice angle off the court.
Thank you guys for watching Josh's training session, and I've learned a lot too, very valuable doubles advice. And I just wanted to end the video by saying thank you very much, Josh, for coming. I really appreciate your time. And if you have any tips for doubles players.
Yeah, I would say sort of again, like generally, you know, work smart. Doubles is pretty simple. If you work in the right way and you learn the specifics of it, then you can improve really quickly. So yeah, just you know, do that and then try and enjoy yourself. At the end of the day, if you can enjoy what you're doing, then it will just make improving a lot easier for sure.
Definitely.
So yeah, thanks Dylan for today. I really enjoyed it.
Appreciate it, Josh.
Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Catch you soon, mate.